All right, this week for NA, we got a lot of servant videos that I gotta do. Not nearly as much. Nito, Chris, and Mabe are not getting videos. I have done them before. No, not before. After this year started, so the audio for them is good. Shouldn't need to change anything. John needs updated audio video. Helena needs a video. MHX needs a video this year. Hassan needs a video this year. And then I'm probably gonna throw in Shuten and Uriel, but Nino, Chris, Mabe, no, I'm not, especially not giving her any more attention. All right, so let us start with the OG Janu. And again, if I get leftover quartz from summoning for Miss Crane, they will go to John. Honestly, this is probably going to be the fastest video. Okay, so base attack low, but you don't really care about Jeanne doing damage. HP is super fucking high. Like, I think she's like number 3 highest HPs in the game. This is very, very high. The only servant I know off the top of my head that has more base HP is Jinako. Yeah, so she is supposed to be a tank. Does she do that well these days? It's less that she doesn't do it well, and more that there's no real reason for it. She's if the higher copies you have, the better she is at stall teams. But you need to get more than MP1, otherwise you're not gonna see any difference. You're really not. I'll get to that when we get to the MP. Also, this is her costume for Grail Live, Grail Concert, and honestly, this fits her. It does make her look angelic. I think it is a very good costume for her. Jeanne D'Arc. Star Gen, Star Weight. These are ruler numbers, which are basically like normal. Or closer to Saber. I can't say normal Knight class because like the difference between Lancers, Sabers, and Archers on Star Weight is very, very different. MP charge 0.76. Like, yes, this would make sense. This does make sense, the gain with the hits, but it's still bad hits. Her hits are still terrible. Please go back and fix these hits, because now there are low rarity servants that have better hits and thus better gains. Part of the John's problems with her gains is that she just she's not going to make stars that much to crit on, and we're going to get into that with the skills. That's number 1. Number 2, like, oh my god, I just hate low hits like this. Like, this extra attack's not going to do much. None of this is going to do much. Like, you're literally, if you're clicking any card other than her arts, you're wasting your time. Only click the arts, and they're not even that good. This is a garbage skill, and I don't know why this is unbuffed. You know who they did buff? Amakusa. They buffed this a long ass time ago. When did they buff this? Apocrypha rerun. They buffed this last year. Why is this not buffed for John? 9 stars per turn. And that's the skill on a 6 turn. This should be a 4 turn if all it is this. This doesn't even guarantee you 1 crit. 1 crit they can't even give her. This is the buff that she just got. Completely neuters. You can pretty much ignore this MP damage, because current meta, the thing is, you are not going to take damage from MPs. You are either going to have Castoria, or you're going to have an invul or a dodge. There's no point in reducing enemy MP damage if you're not going to take damage from the MP in the first place. Which is why which is why they just like said fuck it and they got rid of this part. Like, first off, it was originally servant, so if you pop this on a non-servant, it was a dead skill to begin with. Now they made it anyone, but 20% defense down on base, and then a 30% defense that lasts for 3 turns. So essentially 50% defense down for 1 turn. Now this is on a 5 turn. Yeah, and it was always on a 5 turn, but now this is actually like, this is really good. This part is still like meh at best, and it's no baddie where she like not only does she like remove buffs, but she also puts a 40% down. But that's only 1 turn. This you get more defense down, and it will last like, and most of it will last 2 more turns. They need to give her way more buffs, but at least this was a step in the right direction, but that was 2 years ago. She should have gotten another buff, like with the Apocrypha banner that came later for this year. They also should have buffed this skill. You buffed Amakusa 4 times, why did you only buff John twice? When she needed the help way more than him. 3rd skill is again another skill that is tied to servants only. It is a dead skill. This is why like Jeanne needed the buffs. If you were not fighting servants, there was no point. She had 2 dead skills. Like, at the very least, this is a stun. This is a stun that bypasses stun resistance and stun immunity. Because it's not a stun, it's a special type, just I'm trying to remember what it is. There's another skill that servant petrify like Medusa. How it bypasses stun resistance. It's not gonna get past debuff resistance, but like the normal stuff that people would have, like people would have to build into debuff resistance. And at max rank, 120%. Are you going to lower this skill? God, I hope you won't. Because this skill is not good enough for a lore. Now, what I can say is that if you get it to 9, or even like 7, because 7 is where, 8. No, it's 8. Because, yeah, at 8, you're 105%. And that's when you actually start needing to use math. Like these two levels, I believe, going from 7 to 8 and 8 to 9, you need actual math. Blue, red, gold. Yeah. So 7 to 8. At 7. So when you stop needing gems and like all the stuff you can farm from a lotto, you're at 7. That's already 100% stun. If you want to go further, you get 110%. So like at minimum, like even people that have like 20% debuff resistance, they instead of a 20% chance to ignore the stun, it's only 10%. So at the very least, because it goes above 100%, it's good. It fights off magic resist, but it's still not good. And then she has magic resist EX, and that's her only skill. She's a ruler, she's tanky, she's harder to debuff her, I guess, but still not the best. Mana loading, easy decision. Why? I know it's because of Amakusa, but like, why would you ever do this? Extra attack if you want. Honestly, for her, if you want her to solo, then yes, this is very, very helpful. But kind of better if you want her to be like the tankiest girl, you're better off using your coins to get her to like higher levels. Like the grails would do more for her than these. Depends. If I'm definitely more than this, not so much this actually will help her gameplay, her because she doesn't have any batteries. You are heavily reliant on your sports and arts chains to get her MP. So getting like one less arch chain if you have this maxed out. Can you actually believe that this is what her MP was at launch? She stunned herself for 2 fucking turns. How the fuck was this a 5-star? I'm not joking. This is so like they should have just made her a 3-star if they were just gonna make her so gimp. It's not even funny. Like, what the fuck? There was no Castoria to even cleanse this off, and why would you use Castoria with Jeanne like this and pop their MPs on the same turn when like they're not? There's no point in the invul then. If you're just gonna get stack up solemn defense, your invul is gonna be wasted in the first place. Oh my god. And I know I'm mentioning Castoria like before, like because Jeanne came out long before Castoria. But I'm just saying, like, if she didn't have her buff, like, what the fuck? Now there really is no reason to use her with Castoria. You get the full turn of invul. You have the party defense for 3 turns. This is pathetic. This is the most dog shit scaling I've ever seen in this game. This is nothing. This is actual like defense. Like 15% is like closer to a skill. This is a passive. This is a weak passive as an MP base effect. Or the one that actually matters for like scaling. If you don't have MP2 Jeanne, you're not even gonna notice this defense. This part's cool. 1000 HP heal, but it only lasts for 2 turns. I'm gonna be real. Jeanne needs she needs all these skills buffed, and her MP needs to get buffed again. Fix the scaling on this. This should not be such a giant jump. Like, this is egregious. It should be base 10. And then maybe like, and then add 5% to everything. Yeah, base. Yeah, actually that does so much. That it does more than you think, because that's normal scaling. Or no. Yeah, to keep the scaling, bump everything up by 5%. So base 10, then to 20, 25, 27.5, 30. Why does that really matter? Because 5 times 3 is 15, but 10 times 2 is 20. So everything gets buffed up, so everyone will be happy with the buff. And if you only have MP1 Jeanne, you're gonna be happy because it actually matters. If you're MP2, you're still happy because you still got 5% more, but there isn't so much of a jump between 1 and 2. I know I ranted about this for a while, but this is like literally egregious and makes people not want to use Jeanne, and like why people shit on Jeanne, because her MP basically does like nothing after the first turn. Like literally it's basically a invul and a cleanse, and Castoria can do that pretty much. Her MP is just straight up better. And then party buster performance while she's on the field. I get it. She's supposed to be a support. She's not supposed to be buffing herself. But man, if this was art, she would have been so much better. It would have been a better Bonzi because it works for her. She's going to be used with art steams, not buster. Oh, year 1 game design, chat. Should you summon for Jeanne? No, you shouldn't. Okay, so when I summoned for Jeanne after this crane, full disclosure, do not do the same thing. That is bad. That is bad thinking. Don't do it. I'm doing it because I have some form of OCD, and it just bothers me that every time I go into the interlude and the rank up, I see Jeanne's stuff and I can't do them. It's grayed out because my Jeanne got lost somehow. Apparently it got fed into a unit, and I don't fucking know how that happened. I didn't get the rare prisms for it, so I definitely didn't sell her. So I'm always gonna be upset about that. I wanted to snipe her. My Miss Crane summonings can be like shit. At least let me snipe Jeanne. Or no, I take that back. Please let my Miss Crane summons be good. If I don't get Jeanne and the leftover stuff, that's fine. I'm either gonna get spooked by her or I'll pull her from the ticket. We'll see when it comes closer to that. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like, comment, sub, all that good YouTube stuff. I'm putting this at the end of the video because I'm really bad about selling out mid-video. So, thank you for watching.